Hello, today I wanted to discuss a very important topic, which is more important for India because we are all tech savvy and we keep saying day in and day out about the semiconductor or the chips. And as you all know, it is very, very important part of all whatever the electric gadget we use, as in a phone, an electric car, a PC, a gaming equipment, all the electrical appliances, especially our medical appliances, as in the ventilators, these small sugar machine, everything has got a chip. And just to tell you a vague idea what it is, an electric car contains about 3000 chips in the vehicle. And as you possibly know, just post COVID, there was a lot of jumping about the supply chain disruptions in these chips or the semiconductors, which has stopped the JLR or the Jaguar Land Rover slowing down its production all over the world, as in India as well, and many other companies as well had to slow down, and the delivery of the car from booking to coming to your home was about 6 months. It was all because of the chip. Right, let me tell you a bit about how the chip and it's manufactured. I knew a bit of it previously, but I had learned a lot in the last few years. So it first to say is to set up even a good medium-sized chip manufacturing unit. It costs about Indian 75,000 crores, and a good one or a moderate one about 1,50,000 crores. So honestly, as in when we are comparing something to 2014, before BJP came in, and then after that, in 2014, chip manufacturing in India, zero. As of today, when we speak 2023, chip manufacturing as in produced in India, still zero. We possibly will be delivering our own made in India chips in 24, 25, maybe by 26. Right, so let me tell you what the chip is. Actually, many people know, but they don't know really what this is. It involves 6 serious processes. So the first process, the word is called deposition, where we take very thin slices of the silicon, and then from the looks of it, they place it one on top of the other using a very, very purified water. And then one slice of the silicon, whatever, makes a few lakhs of chips. And then once these are all placed on one top of the other, then there is a covering of these thingy, and that is called a resist or a photoresist, that is done with the photons. And then once they are put together, the third step is called the lithography, where we use the ultraviolet light to break up these small, very, very small chips into again more micro chips using this ultraviolet. And then after that, the process is called etching, where we remove the extra material that is there in this small chip, and then we put positive and negative energy as in ions into it. That is the fifth step, called ionization. And then finally we package it. So it is a very, very capital intensive, very, very labor intensive, specific technical knowledge you need to get all these steps in, and each step takes a lot of time and a lot of money, and to set up each company takes a few years. So we had no clue before 2014 that as you know, that in many industries we didn't have time even to repair our own railways. The same coach that was there in 1947 carried on until recently, until we started with the Vande Bharat. Okay, so we didn't think about it, and from 14 on we've been thinking about it, but maybe the government didn't put in a lot of effort and thought until there was this technical or the chain disruption in COVID, post-COVID, right? And just to tell you the numbers, do you know why China is always at the back of Taiwan? Taiwan is for the world, it produces about 60% of the chips, and then 90% of the most sophisticated chips for the whole world. And if I have to tell you another thing, if you take the numbers of chips manufactured in the last or the previous financial year, it amounts to 130 chips per head for each of the individuals that are there globally. We have produced that many number of chips in this world, right? So basically, so that is the big amount of money that is required to put the company up. So finally, the government woke up and it has come in to help the private players. So if you have heard of, there is this company called Vedanta, which had its sterilite company called the Copper one in Tamil Nadu, and the anti-India forces has closed it down for now. That's okay, we'll leave it for now. So the Vedanta company is putting up a 1,50,000 crore unit to manufacture the chip company in Dholera in Gujarat. And there is another company, the Tata, I mean, Dr. Mr. The CEO, the current CEO after Ratan Tata, Chandrasekharan, he has announced that Tata is coming into the chip industry and they are putting in about a 75,000 crore industry to manufacture, and there are 2 or 3 more in the pipeline, but our first chip, the made in India chip, will be delivered in 25-26. So if you go by the actual trade number, China in $1 billion has traded worth $49 billion worth of chips. Japan 11, Malaysia 9, Germany 7, and Taiwan about $6 million worth of it. So there is no India, there is no America, there is no Canada, there is no UK, there is no Europe. So everybody thought China will do the job for them, and then China did what the job they wanted actually. So now everybody has realized now we are in a competition, like America is in competition in India to establish as many and then get ahead. So we are doing our bits. No, I just wanted to tell you, to be even self-sufficient, the amount of electronic gadget we use, we need even at least another 10 to 12 more of these big industries just to cater to our own chip industry, so that if there is another Russia, Ukraine, or whatever war, then there is no this chain disruption and then we come to a stop, not able to produce things. And the Qualcomm is the main company, that's the Taiwanese company which has joined with Vedanta Group to get this chips done for us. And I think we have got not a lot of resources or as in a raw material, but the main raw material that are used in the chip manufacturing are silicon, germanium, and all these items like the gallium, indium, etc. They are all called the rare earth metals, where we see in this periodic table. So India has got a good deposits of most of them, or maybe it will have to import a few. But we have to get on and do this. There is no other way we can stop ourselves. Now with all this China, Taiwan, and the Ukraine. Why Ukraine is important in this all chip supply chain discussion is because it used in between China, in between Ukraine and Russia, they were the main suppliers for the raw materials for the whole of the world. So that's why all these supply chain disruptions happened. They were the raw material suppliers, but main manufacturing hub was Taiwan and China, and now it is moving to other different countries. So maybe in a couple of years from now, we'll get our own chip manufactured and delivered. That's about the chip industry or the semiconductor industry for today. Thank you.